What's up, my friends? Sit down on this big old tire. You can't really see it, whatever. We flip it and it's a lot of fun. Anyways, so I wanted to make a video because I was talking with some clients and some friends about temptations and sticking with your goals. And so really what was happening is one of the clients was saying, you know, how much, you know, she went to work and at work there was a ton of temptations, right? Because someone was having a birthday, another day it was, you know, they were having, it was one of the girls' last day, so they had like, the first day they had a bunch of dips and like, you know, really bad dips, like you would dip like chips or pita chips or, you know, like sausage, cheese dips and things like that, right? Not very good for you and definitely not in line with a lot of your goals. And then, but she was able to say no, and then the very next day she came back and they had cake for the girl who was leaving. And well, the conversation was really like this. When we see something like that, when we have food and we have our goals, obviously like cake tastes great. Like I love cake, who doesn't, right? And dips are delicious, but it's what we focus on. So when you see the tempting food, you're thinking, oh my God, that looks so delicious. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Look at all that cheese and sausage, or man, that cake looks so good. Oh, it's my favorite kind, right? So you're focused on that in the moment, rather than, I should say, your goals. Right? And so, you know, one of the things, like when I see dips now, just because of years of doing this, when I see things like that are greasy, I don't even think about how good it tastes. I think about how much it's gonna hurt my stomach later, right? I'm not even necessarily thinking about my goals. I'm like, oh, it's gonna make me feel like crap, and because of that, I don't want it. But if I focused on how delicious it's going to taste in the moment, of course I'm gonna be tempted. We're only human. Everyone's like that, right? And so, today, what really the point of this video is to inspire you to, when you're out in the world today, the weekend, the rest of the week, whatever, when you get tempted, think about that. Don't think about it, what's happening in the moment, because you're gonna be caught up in your taste and your feelings and all that stuff, right? Think about your goals and think about how that meal might make you feel in half an hour, definitely the next day, right? Because we all know there's a lot of food that we eat and later we're like, God dang, my stomach hurts so bad. Because it's a ton of grease and it's not supposed to be in your stomach like that. So of course it's gonna, I mean, we all regret it. It's like, I used to be a bartender, I would drink, right? All the time. And I'm sure a lot of you that have drank have said, oh my God, I'm never drinking again, right? Because it hurts, but in the moment it didn't hurt. But if you start thinking, as you get older and you go through that enough times, like when you think about drinking, you think about the pain, and then you're like, I'm good, man, I'm just gonna have one, or I'm not gonna have any at all, right? It's all about what we focus on. And what we focus on then turns into, well, what does that mean, right? So if you're focused on how bad the food's gonna make you feel, or how it's gonna you know, take you away from your goals, or I should say how it's gonna make you feel, and then that means it's gonna take you away from your goal, right? So today, make an effort to think about not so much being in the moment. I mean, being in the moment in life is a good thing, but when it comes to like your goals, you need the goals are in the future. That's why they're goals, they're dreams, they're things that you're going to accomplish in the future. So you need to think about that. And what you're doing right now, it will affect those goals. So when you're eating bad food now, you're gonna go home and you're gonna be like, God, I regret that so much. And then you're gonna put negative thoughts, those are gonna come out. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm such a fatty. Right? Which is only going to, you know, like reinforce to your subconscious mind that you eat bad, right? So in that moment, you're not going to be thinking about your goals. You're going to be thinking about, I'm such a fatty. God, that looks so good. I'm going to eat that because I'm a fatty, right? That's what you told yourself. So we've talked about that a lot, but just think about your goals today. Think about, you know, what you're focusing on is going to determine the outcome, all right? So put that in your cup, drink it. I'm gonna go back in here and we're gonna blend up some shakes for people and get them healthy. Let's go, baby.